Hey everybody, look what I got. That's right, I got the Durafly Brewster F2A Buffalo. In this video, we are going to unbox it. We're going to take a look at all the parts and pieces. We're going to test it once it's built. And then at the end, we're going to do our pros and cons. Coming up next, we're going to unbox it. All right, everybody, here's everything that comes inside the box. As you can see, there really aren't very many parts and pieces at all. So this should be a very quick and straightforward build. So I'm going to do that off camera. And the next thing you see is this thing fully assembled. All right, guys, this is what this looks like all put together. Everything went together quite easily. Just use the manual and it's pretty straightforward, very intuitive. There are a few little tedious things here or there, but overall this build was easy and pretty darn fun. And look at this. This thing is a beauty. All right, I'm going to come back and we're going to look at this plane a little closer. All right, let's take a little look at this plane. We're going to do a little plane tour here. Right here, we've got the grip for the hand launch, and this thing feels rock solid. That is awesome. Another thing that I want to point out is you've got these little plastic pieces on either side of the fuselage, the little exhaust, and those just glue in. I used foam safe CA, so that was good. And look at this finish, guys. This is so beautiful. Normally, I'm not that thrilled with paint jobs on planes I receive from any manufacturer, but this is extremely well done, guys. So another thing I want to show you is this has some nice, good, solid plastic pieces. And that's going to be good when we belly land this in various terrain. Another thing I want to show you is these ball link connectors. Every single servo that connects to a control surface has a nice solid ball link control horn. So that is absolutely awesome. We also have the option of putting on some servo protectors because you're belly landing. Sometimes there might be mud, grass, debris, stuff that can get in the servo and cause some problems, and you want to avoid that. I'm going to wait to put mine on until probably just before I launch it, probably tomorrow morning. We'll see what happens with that. I want to make sure I get this video wrapped up. That way I can actually go fly it. So that is cool. Yeah, overall this plane is just awesome. Let's take a quick look inside the fuselage. And I am using a little 4-channel receiver. Very cool. The ESC connector is an XT60. And right here we've got the ESC. That is a 40 amp Aerostar ESC. And I'm going to secure all this stuff with Velcro, but I usually don't like to do that too prematurely. And coming up next, we are going to do a motor test. All right, guys, I've got a battery in this thing. So let's do a couple quick tests. Let's do a quick little motor test here. Wow, that is awesome, guys. So much power. Now let's do a quick control surfaces test. Very cool. Very cool. All right, coming up next, we're going to do our pros and cons and wrap this thing up. Before we get into the pros and cons, I want to talk about two things. And the first is this is a replacement canopy for the stock canopy, the Warbird one. This is an FPV canopy. You can see that there is some cockpit detailing in there, so that is pretty sweet. All right, so the second thing I wanted to talk about was the tail assembly. Now, it went together really well. It requires glue, but I almost think you might not need it. I don't recommend not doing that, but it just snapped right in, and then I did a little glue in there, and it's awesome. So as far as the pros and cons go, one of the pros is the assembly is not too complicated and it just feels really rock solid. It's built really well, so I love that. The paint job is amazing. It has really nice landing skids for those that don't have perfect golf green manicured grass. That is really important to a lot of us out there, because I know that I fly in some pretty rough fields, so that might apply to you. It flies with the common 2200 3S pack, and of course it comes with the FPV tray I just mentioned a little bit ago for some nice Warbird fun. That is always cool. And it's got that nice big grip for hand launches. That is just plain awesome. I know that when John launched his, it was just super easy. Just floated right out of his hand because he had a nice firm grip on it, and because of the way this plane is designed. So he had a couple things going there that were awesome. As far as the cons go, it required a little glue, so for some people that might be a con. But overall, I absolutely love this thing. I am pumped to fly it. So look for that maiden flight video coming up soon. Like, comment, and subscribe. And GB Linden